Yo, 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 peace and richest blessings, sending you all the love, all the good vibes. It is absolutely a gorgeous morning here in Green River, Utah. I camped here last night and I've been enjoying a lovely morning here. I had this place all to myself. I've had this place all to myself the entire time I've been here. And this is one of the best intuitive decisions I've ever made, to come down here solo, take an adventure to celebrate my album release, because I've just been feeling called to camp and be in the wilderness and spend time connecting with Mother Nature, doing what I love. I made a new song this morning, got some good journaling in, just did a nice little walking meditation, barefoot grounding. It's like really sandy, it's soft and sandy out here, so it's comfortable to walk everywhere barefoot and comfortable to sleep. And oh my god, it's just gorgeous, sunny. It's probably about 75 degrees, and I got my shirt off and I'm soaking up the rays. So I just wanted to check in with you guys and share how good it feels to get out of your comfort zone and to go on adventures and to see new places and try new things, and not always do the same old. And sometimes you might have to do things that are a little bit scary or risky or out of your comfort zone, or you might even need to break a few rules. Like I technically was illegally camping here last night, although I felt like I was protected by the universe because I'm just coming here in peace to enjoy this beautiful place, and no one is here because of COVID-19, and it's technically closed to camping because of the coronavirus. You're still allowed to be here during the day, so right now I'm perfectly legal and I'm the only one here still. But last night I wasn't technically allowed to be camping here, and I showed up thinking that might be the case, and I got here right before sunset, decided to just break the rules because I didn't necessarily agree with the rules. I'm perfectly healthy and there's no reason I shouldn't be able to be out here camping by myself. I'm probably less at risk and putting other people less at risk by being out here, because I'm not. If I was back at home in Salt Lake City, I'd be around tons and tons of people just filling up my gas or going to the store or just walking around my neighborhood. So this is just a blessing to have this place to myself, and I feel like I was just meant to come up here. I've been feeling called to come here for a while, and my heart just wouldn't stop talking about, like, get out, go camping. As soon as you're done with this album, go camping. So I released the album on Monday, on 4/20. Finally, decided to call it finished and send it out to everyone that pre-ordered it. So huge thank you to all you guys that supported. I think we did like $700 in pre-sales or something already, almost. So huge thank you to all you guys who are showing love on that. It really means the world to me. And my intention was to just finish the album in quarantine and then reward myself by getting outdoors a bit and having a nice little retreat with no agenda, no plan. I left my house, so I dropped the album on Monday, and then on Tuesday I just woke up and started getting my shit ready, packed up my car, and I didn't even know where I was going until I got here. I had this in mind, like maybe I'll check this out. If not, I had like a few different places in mind. And so I just kind of decided to just wing it and go on an adventure and see what happens. And oh, this sand feels so nice. And when I got here, it just felt so right. And I saw the sign saying it's closed for camping because of COVID-19, and I was like, but it said like day use only. I was like, why can people be here during the day but they can't be here at night? And there's not even a single person here, so I just felt like it didn't make sense for me to follow that law or that rule. And my personality type is what they call a questioner. there's like there's questioners, obligers, rebels, and like rebels obviously just don't follow rules like just because it's a rule. They just want to rebel against it just because. An obliger just follows any rule because they're like, well, a rule's a rule, law's a law, you know. They just always do what they're told. A questioner is in between. They're like, they'll follow a rule if it makes sense. If it doesn't, if resonate with their personal values, then they'll break the rule and not feel bad about it. So that's how I am. It just didn't resonate with me to follow a silly law from this whole situation that, you know, we all know what's happening right now. So I feel like the whole universe just conspired to help me thrive by giving me the perfect spot that I was hoping for. And this is a dream come true. Like, you could never, this spot is usually popping, especially when the weather's this nice. So this might be the only time in my lifetime, or maybe even in the last 100 years, who knows, that a single person has had this paradise all to himself under perfect conditions. And it's a little bit windier out here on the road, but not even like windy, it's just like this beautiful, nice breeze. Over by my camp, it's like really calm and chill. But yeah, it's just lovely out here, and I'm feeling so grateful, so blessed. It's just a space that I needed to come do some inner work, some healing. I just started having epiphany after epiphany, and last night I had right in the sky, right there, I had the most insane UFO experience of my lifetime. Like, changed my life. Basically, right as I was going to bed, I looked up in the sky and noticed how epic the stars were. The sun had just gone down, and the stars were just immediately popping. They're just amazing out here, especially for someone that's used to the city. It's just unreal out here. I'm just like, I can't even believe all these stars exist. And then I noticed right away, within like a minute, wow, there's a lot of things moving out here. So I started determining what was like satellites and what was space, possible spaceships or something, and like what was aircraft and different things. Like, okay, that one's beeping or flashing and moving at a steady pace, so that's probably an aircraft, or their satellite. Then all of a sudden, the brightest one of them all caught my attention. It was about the same size of a star, and it was just right up there in the sky. And it stopped, and then I noticed it was moving faster than most, and it was moving sporadically. It would go fast, and then it would slow down, and then it would go this way, and it would slow down, and then it would speed up, and it kept moving around in irregular patterns. And all the other ones that I noticed were satellites or planes were just like slowly moving on a continuous course. This one was like all over the place and slow and fast, and so I started really paying attention to it. And I all of a sudden like got tapped into my awareness, like a communication from another being that was saying they were there to show me something, and so they were spelling something out. And I was trying really hard to decipher what it looked like letters or possible characters, but like I kept seeing like a D and like an L, and I couldn't quite make it out, and they kept like making these different, like spelling out different letters or symbols in the sky. And I noticed it did that same pattern a few times, like very similar, but like not the exact same, but like handwriting. Like, it wasn't like computerized perfectly. It was like almost like handwriting, where it was just slightly different every time they spelled it. And I was communicating. Ooh, a lizard! I was communicating with this being, and it said they were from Pleiadia. It said, I'm a Pleiadian astronaut here to help on the Ascension journey. And by the way, I was not on any type of drugs or anything like that. I was sober and just alone and not even thinking about anything like that at all. Like, totally came out of the blue. And I asked if it could like, I was like, what are you trying to spell to me? What are you trying to show me? Can you like tell? And it like it spelled out the same thing a couple more times, but like way slower. Like, it slowed down for me so I could understand. And I said, I'm still having trouble understanding what you're saying to me. And then it all of a sudden stood still, and it just stayed in one singular position. and it got like brighter and a little closer to me. And it said, "Go within and we will show you who we are." And that's when, like, I closed my eyes, and that's when I heard, and it felt like a woman's presence saying, "I'm a Pleiadian astronaut." And she was basically saying, like, you called for guidance and support because, and I totally had forgot, like 5-10 minutes before that, I was standing by the river, and I was feeling kind of spooked out because I'm by myself, and no one was here, and it was just, I was like kind of uneasy about it for a second, feeling a little bit fearful, a little bit paranoid. And I was standing by the river, and all of a sudden, a freaking cow, just like, at least I think it was a cow, it might have been something else, but it was a huge animal, just jumped out of the bushes, like right next to me, and I was like, "Hey!" And it started running towards me, like, pretty much, and I just, like, booked it out of there. It was crazy, and I was off, so my adrenaline was going. And I'm pretty sure it was just a cow because there's a lot of free-range cattle, and I've seen a lot of, like, cow manure and cow tracks and stuff like that, so I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Needless to say, a large animal that was, like, bigger than me jumped out of the bushes and surprised me when I was least expecting it. So I was kind of fearful, and I asked for guidance and support. I said, all beings of the highest good, all angels and guides and supporters in the universe, please come to support me and protect me and heal me. And, like, I basically just asked for support because I just was feeling a little bit uneasy. So, you know, that's what I do when I'm feeling a little uneasy. I call on my spiritual support system. And usually I don't see it show up in a tangible way like that. Usually I just kind of feel, like, more protected. I'll visualize, like, bubble of energy going around the place. But yeah, it said that's why we came. And then it's like, it's kind of foggy, almost like it was a dream, but I was completely awake. And then it, like, told me to go within, and it'll communicate with me more. And then it basically told me that they were, like, working with my mom, and that my mom was like her energy was with them. And I really felt her presence, like, it's in a crazy way when she said that. And it said, like, you were ascending, you are ready, it is time for you to, like, you were basically, like, unleashing your greatness is the gist that I got of it. Like, you're waking up to how powerful and great you are, and we've got your back, and you're, like, always supported and always guided, and you're perfectly on path. And, like, we basically, like, this whole universe is conspiring to help you thrive. And there's my tent right there. The whole universe is conspiring to help you thrive, and, like, this, you were meant to be here right now. That, like, you were meant to have this experience, and this is a special experience for you to come down and get to enjoy this by yourself. And, like, it all aligned perfectly because I was trying to go camping the last, like, 2 weeks in a row. The weather kept getting crazy. Album wasn't done yet. All these things were holding me back from doing, you know, or not even holding me back, but leading me to be here right now. It's my gorgeous little private beach situation. Epic. So, like, don't be scared. You were meant to be here. This all happened for you. This is all, like, it's like a gift. And you're basically, like, ascending to this heaven on earth frequency where you can manifest experiences like this whenever you want. And it'll almost seem like just magically wild. Like, how could this experience ever happen? Because I've been to this same area a bunch of times, and there's always, like, tons and tons of people here. So I've never got to experience it like this. Like, this feels like it's just my own private, epic situation. I haven't seen a single car drive by. I haven't heard anything, you know? So I'm just so blessed. And yeah, it's really hard to understand. It almost feels like a dream or a DMT experience, trying to even talk about that UFO. It's like I learned everything I needed to learn and got all these huge breakthrough epiphanies. And now I can't even put it into words. But I know like I'm on path and I'm guided and protected and I'm connected to something so much bigger than myself. And I know that I am destined for greatness and that I'm awakening to my power. And I know that everything is happening for me, happening for a reason. And just like, I'm so blessed. And that I have awakened to my power where like, it's crazy. Just like a few months ago, I was just like struggling to do any of this type, like to even get the gas money to come down here a few months ago would have been like a big issue to me. And now it seems like it's just like all these old issues I just let go of and they're not even an issue anymore. And now I'm able to create like everything I want, like light speed. It's super crazy. So, but it makes sense. I've been doing nonstop spiritual inner work and personal growth and learning from ascended masters and, you know, meditating multiple times a day. And like, I've been doing all the work for this to happen. It's beautiful that I feel like this is, I wouldn't say like, oh, I've like fully ascended or arrived anywhere, because I feel like it's a never ending, infinite journey where you're constantly ascending. But that's one thing that the ship in the sky did, is it kept going. Every time it talked about ascending, it would like shoot up in the sky and like pause for a little bit, and like I would feel this crazy rush of energy in my body as it did that. And then it was weird. It's like I shifted dimensions all of a sudden. Like it went to the center and it went like it like fizzled out, and it's like my eyes got blurry for a brief second, even though they were super clear, and just out of nowhere they got blurry and this thing like disappeared and just wasn't there anymore. And it really felt like I like shifted back into a different dimension. Like I had opened up into a dimension where I could see those types of things. And then they gave me the message that I needed to receive. And then I grounded back into like the normal reality that I'm used to, with like a new awareness that I'm like connected and guided, and that I've ascended to this level where I've always been spiritually in tune. I've always talked to spirits and guides, and I've had multiple just very profound dreams and spiritual experiences, even as a little kid, before I even worked with any psychedelics or anything. And then I've had powerful experiences with plant medicines and stuff, and I've had deep connection to the spirit world and the cosmos for a long time. I've had multiple different UFO sightings and things like that, and every time I've had a UFO sighting, I have felt like somewhat of a telepathic communication. But this was like way more profound, and I felt so clear about it, especially for being completely sober. And yeah, it was just super profound. So I wasn't even planning on sharing that on this video. That just kind of happened. I was really just showing you guys around, and I was just going to talk about, hey, get out there and follow your bliss. Another lizard, homie. Follow your bliss, do what you love, do what feels right. Go on adventures, get out of your comfort zone, and just answer the calling of your heart, because there's just so much healing and ascending and growth and magic that awaits you. It's just like, I really just knew I was meant to come out here for some reason. And it's just so crazy that I'm out here by myself during perfect weather and not a single other person's here, and I have this UFO experience. It's just like, did I just create all of this? It all like seems like just too perfect to be true. I can't even believe I'm here recording this video right now. Like everything is just so blissed out in my life on so many levels. And this is what I've been consciously working towards and creating. It's just cool that it's actually here. So I wanted to share that frequency with you guys. Heaven on earth is available to us right here, right now. All we need to do is just open up to perceive it, open up our hearts, balance out our energy, and open up to the magic of life, because it's all possible, and we really can co-create heaven on earth for the collective right here, right now. I love you guys. Peace and richest blessings. Have an amazing rest of your day. I will see you soon on another video. Much love.